Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chakras and Cuss Words podcast channel. I am happy you are here. I am Catherine, the host, and today I will be doing a tarot read for the week of November 22nd on to the 29th. So we will be picking up some of that Thanksgiving energy, a huge recognition to the indigenous people of the native lands, and just a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives, lost parts of their culture, and also are working very hard to bring it back to everyday practices and mainstream media, as letting many know that they have not gone anywhere but are still moving in the words and moving in the steps of prosperity and growth. And I am very happy to see a lot of the cultures coming back of, I guess you could say, recognition and showing face in many areas of the community. So I would like to say thank you to them. For the week of November 22nd, we have some major transitions flowing through with the moon phases. We also have the lunar eclipse, which is basically closing up, but it is in Taurus. The full moon lunar eclipse was in Taurus, and we are now leaving Scorpio season, the water sign of Scorpio, and moving into the Sagittarius, which is all fire. I will be pulling from the Tarot of the Divine deck and also using the Moonology deck for your intention card. We will first start with the fire signs, since we are transitioning into their space with Sagittarius season. Let's see what is on the mark for the fire signs. What good blessings are coming their way? What blocks may be time for releasing as we close out this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus? What do we have for them? First card wanting to jump, Knight of Swords. Second card, we have a reverse Page of Swords. Ooh, two jumpers. I'm going to go ahead and pick the third. Leave that back into the deck. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, let's break this baby down. Okay, so here we go. What I'm seeing right now with the fire signs is definitely a lot of resistance, and it's coming in basically from the inner self. It's also coming in from past obstacles. It is coming in from the areas that you are working hard. Probably in the beginning of the week, you're going to get that strong fiery sense. As we move on into Sagittarius season, you're going to want to basically start off full throttle. I want you to be very much resilient in the way that you move, because towards the middle, we're going to start to kind of get that shadowy effect where we're going to say, you know what, I feel like I'm doing it all. I feel like I'm the one who's just working. I feel like I'm the one who's giving all that I can, and I'm not seeing it in return. And as we see it right here in the Page of Swords, I really want you to kind of take that time to voice what it is that you need to voice. You started off very high strung in the first set of the week, picking up full intentions, probably preparing for some family, probably preparing for some actual events. But towards the mid, you are going to feel a little exhausted. Right here, Wheel of Fortune in reverse makes me think that you are letting those limiting self-beliefs kind of pick you back into this area where you're not moving completely forward. So I want you to go ahead and do some gratitude work. Also with the fire signs, this is the perfect time to light candles with intentions. Light candles, speak your intentions out loud to the space of the candle. And let's pull for your intention card and see what the universe is saying your intention should be working for as this week moves on. I'm trying to be a little easier on my deck. I don't know how people can just ram through the deck so hard because my Light Seers deck is literally falling apart. So I'm trying to be a little bit more gentler. I don't want to lose all my decks from all these readings that I've been doing. And we have Be Bold, Make the First Move, Cardinal Moon. Possibly seeing a transition coming forward with this. Now this is really starting to make more sense. You're going to have to, you definitely are taking the first step as you move forward. But right here in the middle of the week, you're going to be feeling that cold space, that unsettling space. And I want you to go back to the intentions, go back to what the actual move is. What is the move? If it's a relationship and communication, you're going to have to make the first move. If it's a career change, you're going to have to fill out those applications. You're going to have to update that resume. It is something with a friendship. Please let them know how you feel, but also don't hesitate to close a chapter. Sometimes when we are set in this area of space, it's okay to close a chapter. It's okay to close that space. So definitely feel that presence. And that is for the fire signs of the week of November 22nd on to the 29th. So next up, we are going to be pulling for the water signs and what is headed for the water signs and what is headed their way. So the water signs are just actually leaving their transition as we move out of Scorpio season and onto Sagittarius season. So we are going to pull for the water signs. So they lost their first space, their first card read because we are moving along. And for the water signs, we are going to pull for them the blessings and gratitude onto the first week of November 22nd on to the 22nd. Oh, what happened with this one? Let's flip it back and then we will start to pull. And there is no podcast out coming this week. We are taking a break as I do now only publish once every 2 weeks versus weekly. It's just been a easier transition. That one we wanted to jump. There we go. We're gonna let it jump. Okay. Beautiful. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. King of Coins. Perfect. And the Page of Cups. So with the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's making me feel like in the first beginning of the week, I want you to do some more spiritual sense, some more self sense, some more inner space sense. A sense where you're definitely picking up that energy, where you're feeling your own magic, you're feeling your own intentions and also your own intuition. I want you to sit with it, create a space that makes you feel welcome, create a space that makes you want to work towards your inner self and want you to work towards the inner self that you bring out loud. Remember, this is a general reading. For the King of Coins, I'm seeing a huge transition almost with the area of of wealth or career. I also feel like there are definitely some areas where you're almost feeling a little skeptical. You're feeling a little hidden. Go ahead and make a full growth as you move forward. Go ahead and reach for what you're trying to reach and put it in your areas. Put it in your pockets. Don't hesitate to carry cash around with you. Also, when you are thinking about carrying cash around with you, make it in an area where you know when you are spending that money what it's really for, what it's really the intention is for, because while we keep cash with us, we also want to give it back. And when we give it back to the universe, it's letting us know that it can come back our way. So don't be scared to release some of those money blocks, and don't be scared to release some of those areas where we are hidden, because you would definitely have the area where you can move forward. If it is in investments or if it is in a new purchase, you are definitely in the right area to do so. Page of Cups. Okay, so full clarity and also a high dynamic right now with the root chakra. I'm feeling that you're feeling that you can definitely pull what is working for you, make the decisions that's very much valuable. I am seeing a transition with career and also with wealth. If it's maybe picking up a new investment, if it's maybe thinking about a new investment, go ahead and look at it and the pros and cons, and is it really right for you? And for your intention card, let's see what we have. Fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. And there goes the house lord. Okay, so stay focused, stay ready to take in the new moves and the new enlightenment, and that is for the water signs. Okay, and for our next reading, we have the earth signs and what is coming their way for the earth signs. What do the earth signs have to hold for the week of November 22nd on to the 29th? Our first card for the earth signs is Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Our second cup for the earth signs is the Emperor. Ooh. Wow. And our third card for the earth signs is Six of Swords. Okay, here we go. What a fun read right here for the earth signs. Look at this. This is really great. So what this is making me see is that basically you have been working extremely hard. You have also been making some huge decisions. As you can see towards the middle of the week, you are centered in that area. You've had a long voyage. This voyage is going to keep going, and that's okay, because you're really making some choices that work right for you. You're really making some decisions that are good for you and in your intentions. You have a lot of prosperity coming this way. You also have a lot of direction and clarity. So continue to move forward. And for your intention card for the earth signs, we have don't let your pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So this is showing me right here that probably towards this time at the middle of the week, you're going to be feeling a little bit like too much of a king. You're going to be sitting really high on that throne. You're going to be feeling that positive energy. Don't let the pride overwhelm you. Don't let the guidance overwhelm you. Don't be the leader who does not hear the others. Could be some family dynamics, could be some dynamics at work, but don't let the pride get in the way. Continue to move forward. It's okay to accept others' thoughts, others' processes. Step to your role as the leader. Step into that dynamic, but don't be overbearing with it. And you are going to have a further more in this journey, but that's okay because you're doing quite nice with it. So that is for the earth signs. And for our second read for the air signs, our last but not least is the air signs. jump. 2 wants to jump, and I'm gonna let them. And 1 more. Beautiful. Here we go. 7 of coins, the High Priestess, and 10 of wands in reverse. Okay. 7 of coins, definitely a fiery area with probably some career, probably some investments, probably some wealth, probably some disbeliefs. I feel like there's almost going to be an area where you see exactly what it is that you're cooking up, exactly what it is that you are working forward. If it is something that has a higher purpose, continue to put your area towards it. 7 is actually a quite lucky number in the moments of when it has to do with career and when it has to do with just pure luck. You know, sometimes you find that $20 on the street, sometimes you find that little extra money in your bank account, or you get that check that you weren't expecting. High Priestess, you are definitely in control of what is right for you. Continue to make those decisions that work well with you. Also make those decisions that let you own your own power, let you work with what is working well with you. Don't feel that you need to give too much to everybody. Sometimes it's okay to say I can't. Sometimes it's okay to say at this moment I have to kind of settle back down to my nest. I gotta settle back down to my temple and let it take some inner space. The 10 of Wands makes me feel that you are really picking up some of those old elements that may have been hindering you in the beginning, may have been hindering you in the past. Feel free to release them. This card is in reverse, so sometimes we forget to step into our magic, we forget to step into our being, and we also feel a little bit of, I guess you could say, disbelief of what we've actually encountered and disbelief of how we've moved forward. Don't let the past resurface. If you've had areas where you have felt maybe not 100% positive, or if you felt elements that weren't working for you in a certain time, they might be wanting to pick back up. Go ahead and let them go. You can always find the lesson that you learned in them and pay a gratitude to that, but don't live back in that space. Let that space go. Let that space move away from you. And for your intention cards, meditate and contemplate. Don't forget to take time for yourself. Definitely take time to release. It's okay to look back at the past, but don't live in that space. And that is the last read for the Earth signs. And I'm Catherine, the podcast host of Chakras and Cuss Words. Remember to give me a follow and a like. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye.